Crazy Boy Kenny, we got the recruitment process for each Space Marine Legion. We're cooked, buddy. Yo, these boys, yo, forget going under the knife. Yo, you're not just about to be like a little OnlyFans model and go under the knife. No. Yo, you're about to be taking all type of steroids, THC, TCT, and other different, acronyms for testosterone. It's over with. Other than that, man, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. It's completely free. And, yeah, let's get right to the video.
The selection process to become an Astartes is super AIDS. Extreme suffering, high mortality rate, broken psyche, and severe retardation are just a number of common results from the process of going from a pasty neckbeard that gets out of breath just by running to the fridge to one of the Emperor's finest.
Now, hey, you know what's so crazy, bro? First of all, before we even just rip the Band-Aid, before we go crazy, shout out to Majorkill for this video. Let me just say this real quick, right? You see how messed up he is? Yo, no, dang, bro, how do you even get like this? And I'm not trying to roast this dude, man, because, listen, we've all had our acne stage. Oh, Lord. Everybody and they mama had this acne stage. Well, every dude had this acne stage before, where like it was just bad. Like I saw one dude, he had the connect the dots joints at the back of his neck. He was just building a whole house. But I'm gonna be completely real. Like everybody's acne was bad like this, but at the same time, y'all, I'm so glad we're out of that stage, bro. Like, man, like God bless this dude, bro. Like literally.
That gets out of breath just by running to the fridge to one of the Emperor's finest. However, although each Legion's trials can all absolutely ruin you, they do so in their own unique and challenging ways. No two Astarte trials are the same, and it is these trials that differentiate a person who just, has gene seed in them and a full-blown rootin' tootin' cowboy shootin' space marine. Before we get started, if you know me, you know I like...
Oh, my bad.
It's important to note that Space Marine trials can be fluid, with different people going through different stuff during different time periods. So I'll basically just be taking the interesting bits from across the timeline, because what the fuck is the point of watching these videos if they aren't interesting? When the Dark Angels had a home planet...
Real quick, y'all, before we even get crazy with this video, let me just say this real quick. It's just crazy, like, he mentioned something about, like, how the preparation and like the recruitment process may be different, due to like the timelines and like due to like different eras and stuff like that. You know what's so crazy? Speaking of like eras and timelines and stuff like that, and I'm not talking about Taylor Swift. Yo, let me just say this real quick. I feel bad for all the kids out there. I really do. Bro, all the kids, there's no more snow days, y'all. I know you're thinking, oh snap, we're about to get this big, if you live in the United States, I'm pretty sure you heard about this big storm that's coming through. To everybody that's in the South, besides Florida, I feel bad. Y'all about to get the worst. But, yo, there's no such thing as a, whenever it snows in, we don't have any school. Bro, back in the good old days, and I'm young saying this, but back in the good old days, yo, when there was like a lot of snow, bro, we used to turn on the TV and wait for our school to pop up. As like either a 2-hour delay or like no school. Bro. Kids nowadays, y'all, there's no more of that. Bro, they gotta do online school. The devil is moving fast. The devil is moving faster and faster, year by year. Bro, these kids, they can't even get a day off. They can't even get a snow day off. Bro, if you get snowed in, don't worry, bro. Log in on your computer. Yeah. Log in bro, at this point, you might as well not even have internet. Like, bro, what if some people don't have internet? Like, what are you going to make them do? Like, bro, you got to, like, log into, like, your online. You got to log into, like, your computer if you have a snow day. I feel so bad for the kids nowadays, man. God bless y'all hearts. Man, at that point, bro, I'm not going to lie to you. Yo, I'm legit coming up to school, bro, and I'm yelling out to everybody, y'all, I don't got no internet. Like, bro, like, I play all my games offline. Like, bro, like, seriously, like, I'm finessing my way out of this one.
The trials to become one of their Astartes were quite clean and noble. They test your DNA. If it's compatible with the Dark Angel gene seed, then you would be put through physically demanding trials to test your will and limits. As most of the aspirants were already squires in knightly orders, and the process to become a squire in Caliban already involved insane trials of their own, they were pretty much ready to become Astartes very soon after the Dark Angels arrived. Since the end of the Horus Heresy, the Dark Angel trials have become more brutal. Instead of a simple DNA test, aspirants will get cut open with a chainsaw, have their organs shifted through by an apothecary, and then stitched back together.
Please tell me I'm under anesthesia. Bro, please do not tell me that I'm alive or that I'm awoke doing this. There's no way they're about to take a chainsaw and go crazy. Like I'm some type of tree that fell off its prime and then shuffle through my organs to make sure everything is good. Why don't y'all just put me to sleep? See, I feel like Warhammer has this weird like pain kink. Maybe that's just me.
All while awake and without painkillers. Then they are more or less thrown into apothecary and then stitched back together. All while awake and without painkillers.
Nope. Yo, put me at a different position. Put me, I'd rather scrub through garbage, bro. I'd rather be homeless, bro. For real. Yo, put me at one of those other positions, bro, where I'm making human starch or corn starch, whatever, bro. Put me at, bro. Put me at a different position, bro. Put me in a position, bro, where like, bro, I don't care if I gotta like build a stadium by hand. Put me at another position, bro. I'm not about to do this. No painkillers, no nothing. No anesthesia? Are you serious? Who do you think I am, bro? Are you sick to your, bro? No, bro. Bro, if the BBL bandits, if the OnlyFans bandits, shout out to them. But if the OnlyFans bandits can go under the knife and they can go under anesthesia and get their booty bigger, bro, how come? Bro, I'm serving in the war. Bro, I'm serving in the war. Bro, I should be able to get the top treatment. I'm protecting everybody else. Bro, if those big booty bandits, if the OnlyFans bandits, if they're going under anesthesia, how come I can't go under anesthesia?
Then they are more or less thrown into a massive fuck-off free-for-all melee, with the best warriors being chosen to advance.
Evil.
After this, there is a shitload of secret rituals and psycho-indoctrination, as they are granted more and more superhuman organs, eventually becoming the secretive angels that we all know and want to love today. The Second Legion Space Marine trials involve shoving a pencil down your dick hole and pressing shift.
What are we doing? What are we doing, yo? Can somebody please let me know what we're doing? What? What, yo? We're shoving what down our what? See, and this is what I'm saying. Evilness like this, bro, will not be tolerated. Will not be tolerated, bro. You're not finna, bro. If I see a man or a woman, I don't care if you could be Dua Lipa. You could be the baddest woman alive, bro. If they got me strapped down like these and they got my wood sticking up, and I see your girl come out of nowhere with a number 2 pencil, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. Bro, I'm breaking, bro. Oh, I just hit my PC. Bro, I'm breaking through the restraints like I'm the Incredible Hulk and I'm going crazy. Are you dumb? Bro, nothing about to go in my yeah hole, bro. Are you serious?
As you can imagine, nobody passes, hence this legion no longer exists. During the Great Crusade, the Emperor's children were desperate for recruits due to how deplenished their legion was due to the blight on their gene seed. As such, Fabius was always testing entire worlds to find genetic candidates. Anyone who was eligible would be taken and put through the trials. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean they were lower quality because their trials were less strict and more rushed, but their Lord Commander was fucking Eidolon, the biggest dipshit incompetent fuckstain in the entire galaxy, so clearly there was some quality issues. In their current chaos form, I assume they just recruit whoever has the longest cock. The Iron Warriors, strict, unforgiving, and wildly effective. Surely such a brutal legion would have had one of the harshest recruitment trials. After all, Perturabo literally murdered 10% of his legion for the lols. Well, sadly, we don't know a whole lot about the recruitment process, but we can assume it would suck dick and probably involve castration via barbed wire as one of the opening requirements. Post-heresy, however, there is quite a bit of lore. Any Chaos cultist who kills a loyalist space marine is automatically given the chance to ascend to Astarte status. However, the Iron Warriors took this a little further, creating the infamous Demoncular bar. Now, if you are currently eating, I would recommend skipping ahead 20 seconds, but
Y'all heard him. Hey, I'm gonna give y'all a second warning just to follow it up. Yo, if you're eating anything, bro, skip 20 seconds. Now, I'm not eating nothing. I'm sipping on a little Red Bull.
Basically, to rapidly recruit a lot of Chaos Space Marines, the Iron Warriors kidnapped women, pumped them full of rapid growth hormones to make them gigantic, then they shoved aspirants up their vaginas, who would then gestate within the Demoncular bar for a while until being rebirthed as an Iron Warrior.
And this is why I stick to the gaming side of Warhammer. I can never stick to this side of Warhammer. When we start to get to the freaky, deaky, icky side of Warhammer, this is where all the villains and monsters and Arkham Asylum school threats come out. This is where all the menace societies come out. This is where all the national nuisances come out. This is where all the evil deviants come out. This is where all the demons come out. This is where Satan himself come out. What did I just listen to? What did I just listen to? And you know what's so crazy? I've actually heard of that before. I'm pretty sure I heard about that in the last video yesterday, if you guys didn't check it out. How they pump these women up full of THC and testosterone and get them all Brock Lesnared up. This is what they do. And then they put babies inside of them. And then when the babies are ready to come out, yo, the babies, they come out. Not the traditional way. They just come out. And then the women, they're gone, right? Because the way the baby came out, they just ruptured everything. It's just crazy, bro. And this is why I stay on the gaming side of Warhammer. 10 out of 10 times. I'm never going to go to like the deep, dark, menacing lore of Warhammer. Are you sick in the head? Are you sick in the stomach? Who do you think I am? I'm not a menace to society. I'm not a school threat. I'm not a threat to all nations. Bro, I'm not a threat to every single world and every single moon in the galaxy. I'm not that type of guy. I'm over here. Yes, I'm a civilian. Bro, I'm a civilized citizen. Yes, I call the police. Boom, boom, boom. 911. Can I get the police over here? Yeah, I call the cops. Yeah, bro. Like, that's what I do. I'm a civilian. When it comes to all this menacing things, yo, just like it's saying in the Bible, yo, whatever is in the dark, it will eventually come to the light. All that evilness that's happening is coming to the light. We know. We see it all. Bro. See the dark. See, one thing I love about darkness is, see the darkness got the mirror, got the car mirror. So we can see everything, even though this evilness, whatever, it may seem like it's dominant. Yo, we see everything, bro. All the school, bro, whoever, and you know, it's so crazy, bro. There's some freaks out there who just love it, who love this. What Majorkill just explained, how they pump the girls up with testosterone, with a little THC, you know, with the little steroid juice, with the Cardango juice. Bro, like, there's dudes who love them. There's dudes who legit have animations of that happening. And they just love it. They smiling at it. They smiling like the Grinch on Christmas, bro. Smiling from ear to ear. Man.
Usually via tearing their way out of the woman from any orifice they could. She would then be stitched back together and forced to repeat the process until she died. Yeah, you can keep eating now. The White Scars are pretty flexible about their recruitment, as you can imagine, choosing aspirants based on action and deeds rather than how they score in an exam. For example, during the Great Crusade, a White Scar was chosen because he fought 3 dudes he stole a horse from. Because of his risk-taking, bravery and combat skills, he was a good candidate. There is some mention about how White Scar aspirants have to take on some artistic pursuits, including poetry, showing that the assumption of White Scar savagery is just an illusion that masks a very sophisticated legion. Speaking of savagery, we now have the Space Wolves. The Space Wolf recruitment is very primitive and draws parallels to our own histories. Aspirants will be dumped into the wilds of Fenris, forced to fend for themselves against numerous predators. Space Wolf recruitment rates during the Great Crusade were great, as they were given special gene tools to help with gene seed implantation, so a lot of the rites and rituals that they currently have were unnecessary back then. Modern day Space Wolf recruitment is a bitch. Aspirants have a really high chance of turning into Wolfen from the overwhelming force of the change, and then they also have to go through the gates of Morkai, where the Chaos Gods are allowed to tempt their souls. This is why individual modern day Space Wolves seem pretty overpowered. Their trials are fucked and take extreme levels of willpower to pass through. The Imperial Fists are a practical bunch, so you would expect them to have a pretty clear and ordered recruitment process, but no. They recruit from many different worlds and specifically choose the Underhive Gangers as their desired aspirant types. Basically, whoever can beat the shit out of everyone else and survive gets a shot at a fisting. Necromunda, the most harsh, fucked up gang warfare hive world in the Imperium, is chef's kiss, Imperial Fist's favorite recruitment ground. It's no wonder the Black Templars came from Dorn. The harshness of these aspirants is likely due to Dorn's homeworld of Inuit also being a brutal shithole, so they are looking to simulate that in their own way. The Night Lords take this a step further. Before they blew up their own home planet, they would recruit the strongest, most vicious children on it. These children, or young adults, ended up being murderers, thieves, and rapists, so it's no surprise that the Night Lord Legion got full of degenerates pretty quickly. Post-heresy, they take what they can get. If a child is genetically compatible to become a Night Lord, they will make them a Night Lord and just hope for the best. If you're wondering why the Night Lords seem like a total non-threat to the galaxy right now, this is probably why. The Blood Angels, on the other hand, have a very intricate recruitment system. It's actually so effective that their aspirants can start off as a malnourished semi-mutant and end up as a perfect Astartes. I mean, fuck, with the coming of the Primaris, they can even turn genuinely retarded kids into Blood Angels. The secret to this transformation is that at the end of the trials that are pretty similar across other Space Marine legions, they are then put into a blood-filled casket and fed some of Sanguinius's blood, which more or less makes them trick megaballs for about a year.
They knocking down Sanguinius's blood like it's Kool-Aid. And you know how wicked that is? You know how like messed up and degenerate that is, bro? Bro, I could never. Bro, if Vulcan, bro, if they was like, here's Vulcan's porridge. Here's Vulcan's salad. Here, eat it. You have to finish it. First of all, if you think, I know there's like a lot of my viewers who think that, oh, well, he's going to eat it. Of course he is. He's a Vulcan Glazer. He's going to eat it. You're out your damn mind. You are out of your mind. Yo, you are literally like smoking the finest rock of all time. If you think that I'm gonna eat Vulcan's porridge, you are literally hitting, bro, you're hitting the ultimate Tony Montana. If you are thinking that I'm going to be eating Vulcan's green-ish, bro, something's wrong with you if you think that I'm doing that, bro. Like, I know that I glaze Vulcan, but bro, that is a whole nother level of just ill. That's nasty.
Yeah, some of them go insane, some of them snap out of their sleep and are
I can't believe y'all think that I'm
blood for here, which makes them insane. Some just fucking die. It is one of the most brutal trials out of all the legions. But hey, if it turns you from a malnourished downer into a son of Sanguinius, then I'd say it's worth the risk. During the Great Crusade, the Iron Hands and their recruitment was brutal by order of Ferrus Manus. When the Imperium came to his homeworld of Medusa and offered to make it a civilized world with a better standard of living, Ferrus rejected them, preferring to keep his world savage and strong, where the powerful killed the weak. His world continued its tribal infighting, only this time Ferrus would occasionally yonk the best warriors and put them in his legion. As such, pretty much every Iron Hand has taken one or more lives before they even join the legion. Modern day Iron Hands are way stupider, being taught to hate their own flesh as they are ruthlessly pushed and basically tortured during their trials. The lucky few who pass then must cut off their left hand and replace it with an augmetic. They can do so with a knife or, just shove the hand into fucking lava. Overall, the Iron Hands recruitment is considered to be one of the most intense, absurd, and machistic of all the legions. Oh yeah, and if you fail, they just turn you into a servitor. The 11th Legion recruitment involves a game of hide and seek. If you were never found, then you get to become one of their Astartes. World Eater recruitment during the Great Crusade was all about gladiator.
What?
Found, then you get to become one of their Astartes.
Oh, I'm good at this. Yo, all you gotta do is just turn off the lights for me. That's it. Where's King Indy? Where's King Indy? They're not finding me. Where's King Indy? They're never finding, bro. If you turn off the lights, it's over with. Yo, if you have the lights straight on, then you might catch me. But like, bro, just looking at my skin, like, bro, you turn, bro, it's damn near camouflage. The way I'm gonna be blending in is really crazy. I told, like, bro, let's keep it real. That's what it is. Like, I mean, unless I don't blink or smile in the dark, like, I'm good, bro. Like, I could. Like, bro, I do that in the dark, and I'm basically blending in with the dark.
World Eater recruitment during the Great Crusade was all about gladiatorial matches and combat. As Angron's home world wasn't an option for recruitment, they would pick up the most vicious warriors from each planet they visited, get them to kick the shit out of each other, with the survivors then being inducted into the Legion. Straightforward and bloody. Post-heresy, I honestly don't know.
Look at this, yo. Look how, like, messed, bro, look at this. And this is the training. This ain't even war. This is literally training. And he already discombobulated. The bones in his face is just there. It's splattered. Bro, look at his hand. He got fruit punch all over his hands, face, and everything. How are you even gonna be ready? Like, bro, like, come on, man. And I feel like at this point, it's literally just like, I don't want to say it's an ego thing, bro, but like, what's the point of this? At this point, this ain't even training. This is just like a mini war before the war. Like, what are we doing? Look at his face, yo. Like, bro, look at his teeth. Oh my goodness. Yo, he got bro, he's missing teeth. Look at his gums. He don't even got no, yo, they ripped his lips off. They took his lips off. His lips is gone. He can't even bro, he can't even kiss nobody, bro. His nose is discombobulated. His nose barely worked. His nose is just there just to be there. His nose is just there for aesthetics. Like, bro, like, this is literally crazy, bro. Honestly.
They're all so fucking fried from the butcher's nails that I doubt they have any more apothecaries. There's a decent chance that the original World Eaters are just borderline extinct, with some Chaos Marines who fall to Khorne just donning the armor and calling it a day. The only time the World Eaters appear in force is when Angron launches an invasion of Imperial space, but even then there isn't that many. The Ultramarines have the most sensible of all recruitment processes, choosing children of educated families, making them sit exams and team building exercises before getting them to beat the shit out of each other.
Okay.
What? Just because Ultramarine recruitment makes sense doesn't mean it still isn't incredibly violent with a high mortality rate. There is no plot twist here. Although effective, their recruitment is as what you would expect it to be, and it's probably closest to what we would do in real life. The 14th Legion is the Death Guard. Mortarion was one of the few Primarchs whose own personal culture was wildly different to that of his Legion before they were united. He basically deleted their history and style and forcibly merged them with his own home planet. The Death Guard were known for their resilience, able to weather poison and punishment that would break other legions with ease. This is reflected in their recruitment process and trials, in which aspirants are subject to toxic gases and forced to drink literal poison. Yeah, fucking sucks, dude. The toxins and poisons get progressively more intense, pushing the Death Guard aspirants to the brink of death, or, straight up death. The worst is that they then have to go through the galaxy's shittiest obstacle course, wading through toxic sludge, poisoned thorns, and the like until they either die, pass out, or make it. Only by completing this course will they be considered worthy to join the Death Guard. I have no fucking clue how they recruit new Marines these days, considering how corrupted their gene seed would be. The Thousand Suns had the perfect recruitment world, Prospero, a planet full of stable Psykers. However, the main trial wasn't so much as to impress Magnus, but to not freak out and accidentally turn into a Chaos Spawn abomination. Aspirants had to be open-minded, intelligent, and wise. Well, not wise enough to not become the tool of a demon god, but wiser than the Space Wolves, who refused to wear helmets in battle. Since the fall of Prospero, the ascension of Magnus, and the rubric of Ahriman, the Thousand Suns have an extremely hard time recruiting new Marines into their legion. Like, they can't use their Primarch to make new gene seed, their gene seed is very unstable, and most of them are now made of dust. I mean, can they even make new Marines? I kinda hope not, as each Thousand Sun sorcerer is OP as hell. The Sons of Horus were a noble yet quite vicious legion. Dueling, brawling, and ruthless effectiveness was their vibe. We don't know a whole lot about their recruitment or trials, especially since the super unique Astartes trials were more fleshed out post-heresy, but since they did recruit from Chthoniya, which was a gang world, a lot of them were rough and had like gang tats and shit. I imagine they would just yoink the biggest and baddest. After all, their first captain was Abaddon, and that dude is built like a brick shithouse. In their Black Legion form, they take who they can get, poaching Space Marines from the other traitor legions or creating new legionnaires with whatever genesi they can get their hands on, except for probably Blood Angel. Likewise, we don't get much detail on the Wordbearers' recruitment pre-heresy. However, since they recruited from Cultists and everyone on Cultists was religious, it's likely they would choose the most devout, charismatic, and willful aspirants to ascend into the Legion. Post-heresy, it's probably a similar vibe, except Cultist was blown up, so now they would just choose the most devout cultists on a variety of different worlds within the Eye of Terror. Fortunately, there is quite a bit of info regarding the Friendly Salamander recruitment process. Potential aspirants are chosen very young, at like 5 or 6. They are then tasked with learning how to become a blacksmith, following the footsteps of their Primarch. The best craftsmen are then chosen to begin the process of becoming an Astartes, with their trials more or less emulating the legendary contest between the Emperor and Vulcan, culminating in the hunting and slaying of a fire salamander. Of course, the wholesome Fireboys trials would literally just be follow the footsteps of their father and grandfather. The Raven Guard aspirants must prove...
Okay, okay. First of all, 5 or 6 is crazy. Bro, when you're 5 or 6, you don't even like, brother, when you're 5 or 6, you're floating. Like you don't even know that you're real. Like you're literally on autopilot at 5 or 6 years old. Like you don't even know. It's like, what's the example? It's like your eyes are just now starting to open up. Like you're just like, you don't even know what life is. Like you're born, but like you didn't even know like you're blossoming. Like you didn't even like you're just opening up. And imagine like somebody looks at you and you're like, yo, how old are you? And you're like, 5. I'm 5 or 6. Oh yeah? Okay. Picks you up, throws you in a truck, is like, yeah, I got 5 or 6 of them. Let's go. And they take you to like make you become blacksmiths and all that. I'ma be completely real. And I know my goat Vulcan didn't make that rule up, but whoever in the Salamanders made that rule up, bro, you should be banned from everything. Bans will make him dance. Bans will make her dance. Bro, let's keep it real for what it is. You're banned. You're banned from everything. You're eviscerated. You're done. Finito. Washed. Kevin Garnett. You're gone. Like this is nasty. This is bro. I'm I'm appalled. Like I'm. How do you say? I'm really bewildered at this point right here, because I would never make no 5 or 6-year-old sign up for this type of work, bro. Like I can barely do this type of work, and I'm me. Like bro, like what are we talking about? Like these kids, they haven't even developed it. They don't even know how to write their first name. They don't even know how to write or color inside the lines. Bro, oh my god. And then by the time they turn 14, they're gonna have arthritis because like they're hitting steel every single day. I feel so bad for them, but obviously y'all, somebody of my caliber, who really didn't have to do any of this training and stuff like that, I was automatically good at this. Like, man, I just feel so bad for them, like I just wish that they were born, with the same exact talent that I was born with. Maybe things could have worked out better for them. But dang, bro, like I feel so bad for them, bro. 5 or 6, that's crazy. You should legit be on the FBI most wanted for that.
To have a talent for stealth before they are even considered, having to play games of high stakes hide and seek. Once they are shown to be stealthy boys, they then must catch numerous birds, including a raven.
They really playing hide and seek.
And kill, they then must remove its skull and attach it to their armor as a token. Once they have dodged enough security cameras and murdered enough poor innocent birds, they'll be ready to become a full Astartes. And finally, the Alpha Legion. Yeah, I have no fucking clue. I think they just overcomplicate shit and follow heist movie plots as they kidnap exceptional potential candidates. Whatever they do, it must be effective, as the Alpha Legion was one of, if not the largest legion in the galaxy during the Great Crusade. They do actually have one pretty cool recruitment method. Basically, they choose a vulnerable loyalist chapter, they slowly influence and implant trigger messages into the subconscious of their new recruits. Then when the chapter is full of people who they have marked, they attack, activating the triggers and causing the chapter to turn on itself. Then whatever marked Space Marines from that chapter are left will be taken into the Alpha Legion. Pretty cool actually. If you enjoyed the video and you want to support the channel,
shout out to Majorkill for this video, man. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. This was okay. I mean, y'all know I'm a top tier Vulcan glazer, top tier Salamander glazer, but I wasn't expecting, for our stuff to be so harsh. I thought we were more of a, soft type of group, but I guess we're not. Comment down below, man. What do you guys think about it? Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Also, make sure you guys subscribe to my gaming channel down below where I go to play video games. A lot of the video games that I react to on my channel, I will be playing on my other channel. So I would love to see you guys there. Other than that, man, peace out. Hopefully you guys have a good day. Bye, y'all.